Hey, what's up, Nick?
So here we are with Keys at the VA hospital. He has an appointment today. See how they treat him.
Terrible now that you guys put up that illegal sign.
I'm not sure I was going to be able to. I have to ask you, please stop recording. You have an appointment tonight. Okay, that's great. And he needs to stop smoking. He needs to stop smoking, please.
What does that say?
So these are your own policies.
Sir, you're smoking on property. Can you please leave the property smoking?
So public property's back there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
See that?
Yes,
This
sir.
is your regulation. This says that I can do exactly what that sign is trying to tell me I can't.
Okay, sir.
I'm going
So
to
go get your
document my
supervisor.
appointment.
Go get your supervisor, please.
I'm going to document my appointment today.
Don't
Yes,
even
I
talk
do
to
have
us
an appointment
because you know nothing. Go get your supervisor.
So I want to request to get supervisor's presence.
Getting tired of this.
Hey, thanks for supporting me, guys. I appreciate it.
You're live, right?
Yeah, I'm live.
Good.
Please come in. Thank you.
What time's your appointment?
2.
Good.
Hopefully I have time to deal with this and get to my appointment.
I hear ya.
I think they're going to try and deny me service.
So they put this new sign, but it references the CFR Title 38, which is right here, which states that you can videotape.
You obviously didn't pay attention to Section 10, did you?
The supervisor on his way, sir. Thank you.
How you doing?
All right, let's go.
I was doing okay, but you guys put up an illegal sign and I have an appointment document.
It was just put up this week.
Go to your appointment, but you can't film on property.
So you are going to stop me from documenting my interaction with my government is what you're trying to do. Look, your rules are right here. That rule that you misquoted. Look at Section 10.
Okay.
Look at Section 10.
I'm good, sir.
So you're just going to deny me. You don't care about the rules or nothing. You're just
So
going to
these are your policies.
You guys are more
You're
than
going
welcome.
against your policy?
You're gonna put the phones away or the cameras
You're
away?
going to go against your policy?
You're going to go against your policy and enforce some
I'm just telling you,
bullshit.
that's the rules, sir.
Here,
That's not the
we'll
rules.
put this
is
in
the
front
rules.
of it,
That
okay?
is this right here.
This is that.
It says I can record for news purposes.
Go get your supervisor.
Please go get your supervisor. I think you're misinformed
Okay.
as well.
Hey, I got an issue. He's saying that we're violating that those aren't the rules that are posted. They have another set of those.
Check out
Another set
Section
of
10.
rules are your rules. We just
They're
printed
your
them off your website.
You just printed this off of the
Off the
website,
VA website.
right? So
Check out Section 10.
I know it.
Well, no,
I'm
you
the-
don't, because you put that sign up.
Hold on. I'm the public affairs officer. I know what the rule states. The rule states that if you're using it for news or commercial
That's
gain,
what we're doing.
correct?
We're here gathering
So
content for a
if
story.
you're using it for news or commercial gain, you
That's-
have to get authorization. to
No,
do
only
that.
if you're making a commercial or a movie.
No. If
That's
you're
what it
using
says. Read it.
Read it. It says for
It
news or
says-
personal gain.
No, it separates. It
No,
says
it
it
says
says for commercial,
For news.
and then the second part it says
Here.
for news purposes.
Highlighted. Why don't you read it?
It says, photograph or news purposes
That's
may
right.
be taken at entrances or lobbies or the foyer and in other areas designated
There you go.
by the head of the facility.
Doesn't say by the
Correct?
head of the facility.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It says by the designated the head of the facility or designee.
Other
Okay.
areas. If that means if the person
Other areas.
designates,
Or other
puts in
areas.
other
No.
areas. That means
Right.
I'm going to
In
go
other
and
areas.
record all public areas.
Okay, so
I don't need permission for that.
you don't need the permission to record in public areas.
That's
You are correct.
Which is foyers,
So why
lobbies.
is he stopping me right now? Why is that sign right there?
Well, the sign is there because if you're going to use it for other than those gains, then you have to get authorization.
I'm
Okay.
only using it for news purposes. Philly News Now.
Philly,
What does that say right
Philly-
there?
Philly News Now.
Yeah.
Great. It's great that you put the VA out there.
All right,
No,
listen.
I'm not putting the VA out there. I'm putting my treatment at the VA out here. You know, I was assaulted here a couple Saturdays ago, right?
Sir, I can't.
By one
I
of these
can't-
individuals.
Listen, I can't speak to what you had or had not
And you guys
received.
sent me an irregular request saying that I have to be searched because I made a threat. I want to know who said I made a threat and where the evidence is.
That I can't speak
That's
to
slander.
either. All I
That's
can
slander.
tell you,
Right,
all I
that's a
can
nice
tell you is
lawsuit.
this.
I have an appointment to get to, and I'd like to
you-
record it. Can I get to my appointment, please?
So you can get to your appointment. What I will tell you is this, is that you're using the video for other than your rights as a patient.
No, I'm
or a
using it
family.
for my rights. I have a right to free press.
You have a right to free press.
News purposes.
What I'm saying is, you cannot get authorization.
I don't need
for-
authorization for my rights, sir.
For you to be able to record outside of those areas that are designated.
Well,
correct.
I'm not even in those areas yet, and you're stopping
but-
me.
They had an issue, so I came to help
All right, so now we
address
know.
it.
Yeah,
now
so
we're
I'm
good.
the- Please educate them that I
I'm the
can walk to my appointment right now,
I'm the public affairs officer. What I'm telling you is this. If there's any time that it is deemed what you're doing creates a disturbance to any of the veterans or population that's in the facility or VA employees, as that states, we and our VA police officers can kindly ask you to stop videotaping. If you've read it, that is understood and is correct.
But see,
correct?
that's not what you're doing. What you're doing is prior restraint right at this moment.
No,
That's illegal.
You're videotaping.
That is
right?
prior restraint.
No, sir.
Yes, it is. It
No,
says
sir.
no filming.
All right, these guys already stopped us and said we
So-
couldn't go
So
any
can I
further.
go? I gotta go to my
So they had
Tell you what,
prior
you have-
restraints.
You have an appointment that you need to go to,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So whatever their guidelines for you as a patient is what applies. You said you received a letter stating that,
That I made a threat.
so I can't speak to that. Obviously, if they have,
I have evidence of being assaulted on these
I-
premises, right here in this spot.
sir, I can't speak to that.
So can I go to my
So
appointment?
what I can tell you is whatever guidelines they have set forward for you in order to get to his appointment is what they will determine you're able to do. So do you have the instructions for them?
All right, so we're allowed to videotape in all public areas, including foyers and lobbies.
All public areas is what
Right.
it says.
All
right?
public areas.
So what it also says, and this is a big key caveat, guys, is that there cannot be any disturbances brought to.
So far, the only
Patience.
disturbance is you people trying to violate my rights.
So real quick, so if somebody
well, first
walks,
off, I'm not you people. All right,
I'm including you with them, sir.
You can include me with them, but I served 22 years for this country. I'm from a family of veterans. One thing that I do is being here in the position that I'm in is to make sure that veterans have a voice. All right. So what I'm telling you is what the actual guidelines are. Right. So we agree to that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Do we
they have
agree that
hold
them
on, hold on.
stopping me has violated me twice?
Hold on. No, because they have certain guidelines that I don't
These
know.
are the guidelines. They're right
they
here.
really need to learn the
there are
guidelines.
certain things that are restricted for patients that are seen here. I'm not getting into that. I don't know what that may be for each patient, okay? What I'm saying is, if that is the case, then they have rules that they have to follow, and they would just ask that you follow those rules.
Always have. We've never done anything illegal.
Not once.
Well, I'm not saying that you did anything
I understand that, but I'm
illegal.
letting you
We
know
haven't
that
broken any laws.
they're the ones that are doing
in
illegal
the
stuff.
3 times I've come here trying to get my story.
So you need to inform these guards that
what
we
I'll
have
tell
the
you
right.
is this, is anytime that you approach this gate and you want to get a newsworthy story, all right, just ask them to get you in contact with the public affairs
That's what I said.
officer.
So give me your supervisor. What's your name, sir?
I'm Jonathan Hodges.
Hi,
I'm the
Jonathan
interim
Hodges.
public affairs
Hey, I wanna-
officer.
I wanna
here
thank
at
you
the-
for your service.
at the
What branch you
VMS.
serve?
Air Force.
Air Force.
My dad was Army.
Air Force.
All that grief. For those who keep the air
All right,
clear.
so real
above,
quick, you need to
it's-
take this
it's
sign
good.
down and you need to verify and you need to put your policy
Well,
on
actually-
there.
actually-
Well, the policy's on there, but
Actually-
they're misquoting it.
Actually,
Oh, it is. Good, it is down there.
The policy is there.
Good, you're misquoting it then.
You know what I mean?
And by them stopping us at the gate is illegal.
What
And a
you-
lawsuit is coming.
No, that's not necessarily true as well. Listen.
They have to follow their policy.
If we're in an elevated state, which it says there, right? It
That's
says
your
elevated.
opinion.
Here's
That's
what
your
I'm wondering.
paranoia.
How are we in an elevated
That's your
state?
paranoia.
You know, every mass shooting we've had has happened in gun-free zones like this.
I can't speak to that, sir. All I can
No,
tell you.
that's history. You don't have to speak to
well,
it.
what I'm saying is, in the position that I'm in, and the evidence that we have,
And the paranoia.
the national status is at an elevated state.
The demented
Can we
paranoia.
agree to that?
No.
The deranged
Oh, so, okay.
paranoia.
That's bullshit.
Well,
but that's just me.
we can't agree to that.
You're
then
just
I
putting that
can't-
up
I
to
can't
stop
speak
people's
to-
rights.
Yeah,
is
you're
what
just
you're
trying to
doing.
you're trying to control
All right,
people.
not you,
I
but
wouldn't
Well,
say
not you.
still.
Not
I
you
wouldn't say
personally, but
that.
the VA is trying to control
So,
that.
are any of you guys military?
I am.
Yeah?
That's why I'm here for an appointment.
So you served, right?
Yes, I did.
So did we not have elevated levels of force protection?
You mean when I flew over to Iraq?
No, I'm
in
saying
2009?
no
Yes, we
matter
did.
which base you were on.
Well,
all
when I flew
bases
to Iraq,
had.
yeah, when I flew to Iraq, we were at war.
All bases had, even in peacetime, all bases had what the force protection conditions were, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's at almost every federal facility you go to, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you expect anything different here?
It's been elevated for 13, 15, 18 years. When's it going to come down?
When's it going to come down?
I can tell you it hasn't been elevated for all those.
It's been at least the last 12
months? Years.
So why is it elevated now then? If you don't mind me asking.
That's what these guys keep bringing up. All right, so what time is it? Do I have time to get my appointment now?
Yeah, it is 1:48.
He's not filming.
He's going to film in all the public areas.
He can film in the public areas.
Right, public areas, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sir, are you a veteran?
Doesn't matter.
That's not what I asked. Yes or no, are you a veteran?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, you're not going to be allowed on property.
Why are you denying him? He's here with me.
Okay, well, we're not going to have him
Why?
sit there videotaping.
Why?
We only videotape in public areas where we're
He has a
allowed.
right to videotape. It's a God-given right.
Only in the public
What makes
areas,
you think
of
you
course.
can tell him not to in public areas?
Well, see, here's the thing. If he's going to accompany you, this is what I take that he's saying. If he's going to accompany you...
These men have guns. I'm afraid they're going to shoot me. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, they got real bad attitudes. They don't know your own policy, so that's
I've been
dangerous.
assaulted here already.
Very dangerous.
Okay, well, like I said before, I can't speak to that.
Well, I'm speaking to it. I've been assaulted here by men with guns. I don't trust this man. I don't trust the guy behind him. I want my friend to accompany.
You can speak to that. What I will tell you is this, is that you need to get to your appointment.
Yes, I do.
So these gentlemen have kindly said what needs to take place in order for you to be able to get to your appointment.
I have to leave my battle buddy behind.
Either he said you can leave him behind or he stopped recording. You have one recorder here, right?
Well, we can't both record in public areas?
Well,
20 of us can't both record?
What he's identifying is, if you know the rule, it says the patient or family member,
It doesn't say anything about the patient or family member in the rule. No, it doesn't. Look at number 10.
It does.
Look at number 10.
You can't just select a certain portion of it. You know, I love it, but I get it. I get it. It's a jest.
Okay, all right. But here, show me where it says only patient.
Here's what I will say.
Just show me, and I'll agree to that.
No, you're going to your appointment, right?
Right.
You're a patient,
Yes, right.
And you bring
and he
along
is my, and he's
your family member.
He's my family member.
Okay, so what he just asked you is you're recording, right?
Right.
So if this is your family member, right?
Yeah.
He asked that you please not record.
No.
Right?
He can ask, but we're not going to.
And if he tries to stop him, that is illegal.
Okay,
that's against his right. That's a violation of his rights and mine.
Do you need to get to your appointment?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
so you're telling me, you're holding that over my head. You're saying I have to coerce. I have to be coerced. I have to allow myself to be coerced, or I'm not going to make my appointment.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to help.
So can we go?
So I
want to go.
You can go to your appointment. You can film.
Where's he going? Where's his appointment?
Where's your appointment?
I'm going to see somebody about a PTSD evaluation.
Okay. You know what?
Am I following you? Am I going to get escorted?
You can follow me. That's fine. And you know what, Floor? You have your letter?
So we need babysitters now? Hopefully, Mr. Smith, you now know the policy that you are enforcing, right? Good man. It's all good. Maybe you didn't know it.
So yeah,
Now you do. So you want to tell the guards here?
Do you have ID on you, sir?
I said, don't answer questions. Do I need ID to go into this building?
I don't answer questions.
There you go. Then stop asking me questions. I mean, you won't be a hard ass about it. I'm trying to be nice to you.
When you come to the gig, if you're identifying,
You guys are just so full of your ego and authority that it's dangerous. And you take people's rights away, which is illegal and wrong. And you fought for these rights that you're now taking away from people. You're contradicting yourself. You're a vet. You should know better. You got a bad attitude and a big ego. And pretty much you're just being a dick for no reason. Remember, Nazis just followed orders as they shoved everybody in the ovens. Nazi.
But see, that tells me that you don't.
They couldn't think for themselves either.
Without somebody babysitting. No,
not about me.
Excuse me, do I need ID to come into the building?
Have they determined that you need ID to come?
He won't
to the
answer
facility?
questions, he said. So he won't answer his
So
immaturity
are
and his
you
ego.
accompanying him?
Yes. He's
So
accompanying me.
are you saying that you're taking responsibility
I
for
will
the
take
actions
responsibility
that
for anything he does.
He takes? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'll take.
Okay, that's what you'll take?
I'll take.
All right. So what I'm going to tell you is when we get through the front area and the foyer, recordings will have to stop as we go to the patient areas. That's the way that this facility is and it states. So just know that that's the action.
You guys learning
You
today?
have to show me where the patient area stuff.
Oh, you still want
I
to be a
don't
dick?
answer questions.
You're just being a dick. That's a shame, man. We always show that this is going to go over the world and show the world what kind of people you are here. And for you just to not be human is just par for the course. So now we got babysitters too, Josh.
Yeah, we got an escort to make sure we don't.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
Well, I appreciate you coming out and at least, informing these zombies.
No, it's about
Brain dead
what you have
idiots.
to do is you have to get in, make sure that you're.
So this is all public